for who obviously is the first time to do a spiral, what we just did is, let's say, the energetic preparation of the space. Often I say that the spiral will land in this territory. So we are preparing literally the platform, or if you want, the airport for the landing. So to do that, we do it with a special rope that is a selfie rope. As you know, Selfica is this ancient knowledge technology that Falco brought back a long time ago. You need to translate? Everybody is...
No, everybody understands.
Okay, perfect. So,
Like you.
so with the Selfica, we use sacred geometry combining with different materials and metals to literally catalyze the vital energy, transform it, and then, let's say, give it back for a specific purpose or reasons. This rope is a Selfic rope. It's been one of the first prepared by Falco, I would say, more than 35 years ago, and it's been traveling with me all over the world, in every continent, to the different, more than 80 different stone spirals that I created. And the modality, it is always the same when we do that. So the Selfica, the Selfic rope, the Selfic spiral will preparing the territory, and then obviously is needed the will, the intention, and the action. As in our philosophy, is a medit action. So we meditate, but then we put in practice. We move our hands, we make it happen. Exactly how Semir did here in the park in the research of the Bosnian Pyramids. So he didn't just theorize, then he makes this dream, this project through. So we do the same in Damanhur. So again, to then complete the preparation of the spiral, it's needed our will, and it's needed also our action. So that's the reason why now we're gonna do a chain where there are the rocks, and one by one, touching all the stones, we are going to create the stone spiral, starting from the center to then, let's say, finish to the entrance that is also then the exit, when then later we are going to, let's say, walk the spiral and, let's say, do the last part of the preparation for the spiral. Now, what we're doing here, it is not just to create a symbol. We are creating a portal, an energetic, let's say, channel that will connect the energy above and is going to connect the energy down below. And in these plates, it's even more significant, not only for the beauty and the energy that they've been already brought, but also because there are a lot of tunnels, connection to the pyramids. So it's an entire labyrinth of spaces that are waiting us to be open and reopen and rediscover. So the spiral will literally extend down below, connecting with what there is underground, but the spiral is also one that is spinning up above. So connecting what in the sky, in the air, and we know that the pyramids here, they are sending messages also into the cosmos. So in a way, we're going to reinforce whatever is going on here, but also creating a place in which, when then people, for any kind of reason, will walk into the spiral, they're going to connect. They're going to, let's say, be infused. Walking into the spiral is really like to enter in a field of energy that are going to affect all our settled body, reordering them, putting them to a different direction, to then, let's say, perfectly align to our purpose, to what we have to do in our life, but also enriched by the information, the energy of this very unique point. Now, this is the super briefly explanation. As I said, now it's time for action. So for who wants to participate, as I said, we're going to make a chain. I will be at the end on the ground, putting every single stone. And it's nice if we are going to I'm just looking for the rope. If we can all of us touch the stones, because in this case the stones, like a crystal, like a quartz, it's recording our information, our energy, so our intention. So that means that this is going to be your spiral, our spiral, but in general is going to be something that will be then available for everyone, but also with our little imprint, because we make an effort to be here. Thanks for everyone to come. I really appreciate, that you took time and hours of traveling to be here. And thank you, Semir, because this is a great opportunity and also a wonderful, let's say, confirmation of our long friendship, because now it's almost 20 years that we know each other. So again, little by little, we are going to bring all the stones from the center. We have to move the dogs probably very soon. One thing, when we start, we cannot finish. We cannot, let's say, take a break. Boom, we're gonna do it in once.
One
Now,
shot.
I'm going to ask here to my guys to be the selector of the stones. We're gonna go for smaller in the center and then bigger and bigger while we're coming to the end. Obviously, it's a moment of celebration, so safety first. You're gonna to pass, stones that they might be heavy, they might fail in your on your feet or the feet of the person next to you. So please be extremely careful, as an act of kindness, but also of attention towards the people that are beside you, because for sure there's going to be someone that knows better than you how to move the stones and how to move yourself while we're going to do the spiral.
Better than me.
So patient. We are here again for a celebration, so it's a beautiful moment. Of course, we can talk, we can stay silent, we can chant. So better maybe not to talk about Trump and Biden while we do the spiral. I'm joking, but just to make you understand. So let's say focus, but also with a joyful energy of a creation that we do all together. We know Damanhur is the largest federation of spiritual community, and we love to see the creation of the spiral as, again, another wonderful experience where the energy of a group, the energy of being together, it's really manifesting the possible impossible, or the impossible possible. So have fun. Let's at this point start. The only thing that I'm going to ask you is not to step on the rope, okay? Don't step on the rope. So be always careful to be in the middle, okay? When you move. So that's very important, okay? That's the only thing. And let's start.
Before we start, first applause for you. We're going to be recording this, so let me wish you a very warm welcome to the Damanhurians from Italy, Croatia, Bulgaria,
And Bosnia.
and Bosnia. All right, good. Also, we have our volunteers, and the next shift just arrived. Istok is managing our volunteers. Where do we have volunteers from? Which countries?
France, UK, we have Slovenia also from UK, and Spain.
Okay, thanks a lot. All right, like Krotalo said, this is another sign of our long-time friendship between Damanhur Federation and Bosnian Pyramids project and the Ravne district. We decided to ask Krotalo to make the spiral, so we have something in material aspect, which also produces effects in energy and spiritual aspect. I'm glad that we are here in the middle of the magic forest, in our most beautiful park, Ravne 2. For those of you who don't know, 10 years back, this was neglected, swampy, muddy land with the garbage everywhere. As a matter of fact, here you could not even talk without a booth, so big. So we have shown that we are capable with the right vision and enthusiasm to transform neglected lands into another extreme to the most beautiful ones. Now, where is this spiral located? Let's look around us. First, we have this installation which is happening in the mental aspect called Hug the Tree, Show Your Love, which is totally in line with what Damanhur also supports. to respect every living being, because besides our physical aspect, we have our auric aspect, we have our chakras, everything is alive. Just behind you, the meaning of the colors. Very often we do not appreciate what the colors mean in our life, and every color has a lot to say on the symbolical level, starting with the red, of course, which is the first chakra, and then going up. Orange and yellow and green and blue and indigo and violet. And then there is our flag, love, peace, freedom. Love being the binding material on this planet, but also in the universe. Peace, which is a necessary condition to finally start creating good stuff on our planet, but also in the universe. And finally, freedom, all kind of freedoms and human rights. And we often, and unfortunately very often lately, denied our basic freedoms. Here to my left is the pavilion, which is devoted to the Vinča civilization, 9,000 years, starting in Serbia, and then Croatia, Bosnia, Montenegro, Macedonia, Bulgaria, Romania, Hungary. 9,000 years back, the first metallurgy in Europe, the first architecture and houses, while most of the Europeans live in the caves, the first urban towns and cities. So we have a lot to learn from that underestimated civilization. Then park in general really brings so much knowledge and a unique combination between the art and the true history, energetical and all other properties. I think the spiral will love to be here. The reason why Sunny got inside is also significant. The dogs, and this is their reflex, they always go to the most positive and energetically most potent place. And you saw what he did. He simply felt, once the sacred rope is here, the most powerful place is exactly in the middle. So I wouldn't mind him going there, when he started talking. And like he said, don't talk about the politics, Biden or Trump. You can talk about Robert Kennedy, which brings some fresh breeze.
Of course.
So thank you everyone for coming. I hope in an hour and a half or 2 hours, we will be happy with our final result.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Samir. Thank you to inviting us and to give us this wonderful space, because it's an honor and a pleasure, and it's really a beautiful moment of friendship between the two of us, between Bosnian Pyramids and Damanhur. So thank you again, also from everyone in Damanhur.
Today we're going to have spiral, and in a couple of weeks we discussed that. We're going to have 2 more billboards, one explaining the Damanhur Federation in 2 or 3 languages. So I guess our colleagues from Croatia should take care of that, give a really review and chronology of the Damanhur, so people know about it. And the second one, the photos that we make today, it will show the chronology of building the spiral, and we will be explaining what the spiral is, what is the significance, and how to use it. So that will be your task, Damanhur, from either Zagreb or Zenica, to help us with that. So there will be a special Damanhur corner in the magic forest. And this is really the place where we come to the world of magic.
Thank you.
Before we stop filming, let's have an applause for ourselves before all coming together, which is an achievement because people come from many parts of Europe. So thank you all for
Thank you. Grazie. Okay, so shall we start?
Yes.
Are you ready for action?
1 minute.
I'm going to scream stones!
Okay, we are starting.
Course, we can also then slowly accelerate. Come on! Give me the stones.
It's okay. All joy. I show you the sign of Damanhur for joy. It's like this. Ipia.
Ne treba tak blizu biti, tamo nemaš tak blizu. Ne da, nema veze, ali ne mora biti tak blizu.
Zenica!
A, zenica.
Ljudi, razgibajte malo ručice.
Gotovo ti je sad. To treba napraviti prije.
People move.
Move it.
Yeah, you can touch it.
Touch on here.
So you're hiding the veins.
Good job.
Can I say one thing?
Man and woman even better.
Yeah.
I need a woman here. I need a woman here. I need a woman here.
One,
No,
yeah.
now there is a woman there.
Good boy. Yeah.
A man and women. Another man between these two women.
You two gentlemen,
Yes,
split up
please.
and have a woman between
One
you.
less.
Just try to alternate if you can. Okay, so now just close your eyes for a moment.
Come on.
While you inhale, imagine to bring the energy of this beautiful place, the energy of the spiral, the energy of the tunnels, of the pyramids. Bring all these energies and vibrations. Just empty your mind from your thoughts. Make space inside of you to welcome all this beauty, all this pure energy, all the meanings. And for a moment, you got it. or anywhere else. And exactly in that point, now just imagine, project the spiral that you just did inside of yourself. You can see it clearly inside of you. A stone spiral of light that is connecting to your center here now. And imagine to connect this spiral with all the different spirals that are existing in the world, from the most ancient one to this recent one. You are a builder of the spiral in this life and in many others. And the spiral will always have your imprint, your energy, your intention, the beauty and the strength that together we can manifest when we move our hands for the same intention. Take another deep breath. Yes! Woohoo! Yes! Da! Si! Yeah! We did it! You did it! Do the activation and walk in the spiral now, or we want to do it after? Right now. Perfect. Okay. So right now I'm gonna do. If my ring is gonna be able to come out from my hand, because I've been moving some. Okay. Yes, if there is some water, will help. Okay. Anyhow, as I told you at the beginning, this is a Celtic spiral. Again, if you want to know more about Celtic, so I'm inviting you this evening after the semi-presentation of his book. From 6 to 8, we're going to have a conference, a presentation about Damanhur, and Xavier is with me because he is one of the expertise of the music of the plants, so don't miss the concert that we're going to do with the plants that are going to be the singers. It's something pretty unique, so it's not recording sound, but it's going to be live, okay? So the plants are going to make it live music. So in this occasion we can talk more about the Celtica, about the use of spirals and etc. So what I'm going to do is literally to turn on the Celtic spiral, so the rope that is still inside, and this with our intention to walk, so to experience the spiral, is going then to complete the landing that I've been telling you at the beginning. How are we going to do the spiral? Well, it's very easy. We're going to enter and coming out from this point. So the two crucial points are the entrance exit, and the center. So when we're going to enter inside of the spiral, well, we're going to use a walking that is not going to be too slow, okay? Otherwise, probably next year we're going to find you still doing the spiral. Okay, not too fast. So what I'm suggesting is a walking that allows you to do what? To feel. Because the first effect of the spiral are on our subtle body, on our aura, and all the different layers of our aura, all the different subtle body. So a walking that can help us to perceive and to help us to literally enter in a state in which time, space, and dimension will be different. So it's pretty common that while you walk in the spiral, something appears, you find something that was not supposed to be there, or that you're going to receive messages, or whatever, okay? So fantasy is just a limitation. So please, when you enter, open your heart, open your senses, and enjoy. Walking, the effect of the spiral it's like an extension and amplification of the settled body that I told you. Literally, when we're starting to walk in, imagine that every step will be like to detach one of the settled body. So literally, we're going to stretch, you know, as we've been stretching in the line with the stones. Imagine all our settled body stretching one by one until we will be in the center. The center is the maximum point of this stretch. The center is a very intense point, so don't stay too long. A couple of deep breaths will be more than enough, because it's the point where there is the maximum pressure. And it's also the point in connection with this kind of double spiral that I told you at the beginning. So here we have the physical one, but energetically there is one spinning up and one spinning below. So you are literally in the center of a channel, okay, of a portal. So stay there for a couple of deep breaths. Maybe it's the good time to send an intention, to send something that you want to realize, maybe a request of help, whatever. So for sure there you are in connection with many other places and many other beings. So take these 2 deep breaths and then you start to walk back. Walking back, what it means? It means that then step by step you're going to recollect all the settled bodies, but not in the same way. It means that this stretching, it helps the spiral to reorient the settled body, to give a new order, or to put them, you know, in the right position, or to enrich them. So we can obviously imagine so many different expressions of the same effect. So we're gonna walk back until we're gonna be here at the entrance that is going to be the last step, then to come out from the spiral. These stones that we brought one by one are very important, because the stones are the energetic borders. So that's the reason why we always recommend not to step outside of the stones. If this is going to happen, no worries, okay? What you have to do is just to come out, wait 3 minutes, the energy of the spiral will be set again, and then you're going to, let's say, do it again. One more thing. To enter, at least for this, it is going to be a first level spiral, because there are 3 different levels, and then we will see how to upgrade these levels. To enter into the spiral, we need a little instrument. Is a pentacle, and as you know, the pentacle, again, they are based on sacred geometry, on archetype symbols. So the different composition of these symbols together, they create like a lens, or in this case like a key that can open energetically different possibilities. Now I saw someone with a power shield that I can show. Can I just borrow you, Maya? There's gonna be 2 of them that I'm going to leave here with Samir. So the power shield is this instrument. If you're interested and you want to know more, again, at the conference we're gonna have a table also with all the different Damanhur things, so you can also find this very interesting pentacle that we also call Atlantis pentacle, just to remind you how old, how ancient it is. Anyhow, when you do the spiral, you need to have one of them with you. You can have it in your pocket, you can keep it in your hand, you can have it on your neck, it doesn't matter. So the power shield will, in a way, make you even more recognizable for the spiral. So the effect is going to be even more intensely, strongly, and energetically effective. This spiral, it's obviously not the only spiral that is existing in the world. As I've been telling you, I had the honor to do more than 80 spirals all over the world, literally, from Australia to Brazil to Iceland to South Africa. And well, we believe that all these spirals, all these stone spirals are connected. So in a way, this is going to be part of a big net in which all of these spirals are included. And the spirals, they love to be walked, to be used. So you can use the spiral, do the spiral, walk the spiral as many times you want, even more than once a day. And it's always a wonderful exercise for our subtle body, and then obviously as to reflect for our health, for our balance, for the equilibrium, for the capacity of expressing all our talent and possibilities. So now I'm going to do the last activation. I truly need some water, if someone has some water. Thank you. Where, no, I'm not trying to sell you my ring, but some of these selfies are kind of remote control. I know it might be, you know, a little bit crazy, but obviously here we are in a place of craziness, so it doesn't matter. So in this case, my ring is prepared to be connected to another big selfie that we call sphere self, that in this case I'm going to connect in appropriate position to activate the selfie rope. It's gonna take 3 minutes, and then obviously, well, maybe Saber, you will be the first one, I suppose, if you like. So we are going to walk the spiral. One more thing. The spiral is for maximum 2 people at the same time. It means that one person is entering, arriving to the center, and when the person is starting to walk out, then a second one can enter. Obviously, always with the power shield. Even if you don't have your personal power shield, you can also use the power shield of another person, as now Mea is been borrowing us, and I'm probably gonna need another one just for this moment. Now, give me just a second. Any question, my friend?
What happens when you take all equipment with you?
When I take what?
All equipment with you.
When you are going to walk. So technically, even just one person will be enough. The preparation of the spirals is done. So when everything is done, I'm going to take the rope out, and the rope is gonna come back with me.
Still working.
No. This is the last part of the preparation. So the first part, I don't know if you've been here, is to, well, first we always need to find the center. When we do a spiral, the most important point is the center. So we find the center. When we find the center, we start to spread, to prepare the place with the selfie rope. So we spread the selfie rope to, let's say, clean, adapt, bring, you know, the right energy to, I always loved, you know, this idea of the landing of the spiral in a territory. Then obviously we need the stones, and then luckily we have, you know, good organization here that prepare everything, but then is needed our intention, our will. Will plus action. That means I just don't want, I want a spiral. No, it's not enough. I need to make it happen. To make it happen, I have to go to a place, I have to take time for this, and I'm gonna be the protagonist, so I'm going to move my hands. If this individual is already valuable, it's never to compare when this is the intention and the action of a group of people. That's the reason why, for me, the spiral are a wonderful example of the power of the communities, of being a group, of being a family. So in the true sense, then together, then everything is possible. Because of course, alone I can maybe do a spiral, but it will be much more challenging. Maybe I'm going to hurt myself. Maybe it's not going to work. But as a group, boom! You know how long we took for do the spiral? How long?
Hour.
48 minutes. Wow! If I was telling you that we were making the spiral in 48 minutes, you will say you are crazy. Sometimes I am. Dear Krata lo says so.
Group energy.
So we did it in 48 minutes. Why? Yes, of course. Oh, move there. No, give me the stars. No. That's the community dynamic. It's the group dynamic. There's always someone that knows better than you how to do it. Anyhow, that's the game. That's the game. But look, together, the energy, the power of manifestation of creation that we have. So, again, alone we can do a lot, but together we can do everything. It's the movement from me to we. You like it?
Yes.
Me to we. So when we are we, there's no limit. Then we, it also make possible everything that you see here around. Because semi alone would not be enough to do everything. Of course, you need the visionary man, you need the straight idea, you need the project. But then it is only then when together, the volunteers, the people that really believe in that, it makes their action, their will, their intention, they make something that is becoming a gift for everyone. Isn't that true? Because this is a gift, this is an instrument, and then everyone who will come here can use, enjoy, can really be in connection, and is for everyone, not just for the special one, not just for kind of groups of people, not just for kind of language of colors, but for the humankind. So yes, even if I'm going to take the rope out, everything will work very well. Bene, any other question?
If you've got two people at the same time, when one gets to the middle and you've got to come back out, how do you pass?
You're gonna kiss each other. No, I'm joking.
Jump over.
No, you know what?
Why women go?
Can I tell you a little funny story? I was many years ago in Portugal to teach in the south in Algarve, and we did a stone spiral, you know, and then the person asked me the same question, and you know, as a humoristic thing, is say, oh, when you meet each other, you have to give you a kiss, and probably it was not very clear that I was, you know, ironic in that moment. So I see the first person coming, and then the second one, and when they cross, I say, okay, maybe they are, you know, friends here. Then another one come in, and then when they meet, and I said, no, guys, you don't have to kiss. Okay, so
Let's set the rule, Kroto.
just to be, you don't have to kiss. Of course, you have to be careful. So give space to the other person. Even if you touch the other person, there's no problem. Just careful not to step out of the stones. Okay. So you need to do a little dance. Okay. I don't want to know what you're gonna do in the dance. That's up to you. But yes, so just be smooth and be harmonic when you're gonna meet the person.
It's a kind of freestyle.
If the dogs or the animals are going to cross the spiral while you're doing it, there's no problem. Okay. So if another person is going to enter while you're doing it, cutting the spiral, yes, then we need to stop for a moment, get out from the spiral, leave 3 minutes, and then the spiral is going to be ready again. When you are entering into the spiral, what I personally recommend, it's not a rule, but what I personally do is step in front of the entrance, close my eyes, take a deep breath. Set the intention that I want it for the spiral, and then I'm entering in. You can do it or not, it's just my modality. My friend?